Oh my god, you guys. Every single time that I try to start filming, like 18 people walk right past my window and they can totally see me. And I live in a small town and they probably think like, what is this weird person doing? So that's cool. So I just went ahead and closed my door a little bit so that hopefully people won't think I'm such a weirdo because they can't see me fully if I do that. But I don't know what that's done for shadows or light or anything. So bear with me. You guys, I closed that door and I should have just double checked to make sure that it still looked okay. But it doesn't. There's like shadows all across my face, but I really had a really good sit down heart to heart with you guys. So I just really don't want to sit down and refilm that because I just sat down and just was completely honest with you guys. And I don't think that it's going to really work if I do that again because it just was completely unscripted and I'm gonna leave it as it is. So I am sorry for the shadows and the quality of the video, but please stick with me and watch it anyways. Love you. So today I kind of want to have like a little heart to heart. I probably should be sitting down in my spot that I film when I am talking to you guys like this, but truth be told, I was just kind of lazy to move my setup. So here we are because I've been filming all day already and we're just going to go with it like this. So I kind of want to have like a discussion about my work in progress. I have been moving very, very slowly on my novel writing, and it's something that I really want to kick into high gear because like being an author is my dream, and I'm not sure why I'm so hesitant to work on my novel. It's almost like the more that I think about it, the more that I think maybe it's like I'm afraid to finish it or afraid to work on it because then it will be time to try to sell it. And if nobody picks it up or nobody wants to publish it, or if I self-publish it and it doesn't do well, then I'm going to feel like a failure. So like I've been thinking about this for a couple months, and that's kind of the conclusion that I've come to in my mind, that I'm really afraid of it not doing well or of me not doing a good job on it because I have it in my mind like how I want it to go. I'm really scared that it's not going to turn out the way that I want it to, and I'm really scared that it's just that I'm going to finish it and no one's ever going to read it, or it's never going to be successful. And I know that you shouldn't, if you're going to like try to write a novel, like to make it a success and make it like a bestseller, that it's probably going to be doomed from the start. But I think that any author would be lying if they said that they didn't want their book to do well. So just being honest about that. I mean, of course, I would love to make this a career. I know that that's very, very difficult to do. And I don't know if I'm good enough. Like I've never taken writing classes or anything like that. I know so many people who have gone to university like for, you know, this in particular, and I'm nowhere near any of that. I don't have any training. I don't know, like, even grammatically and stuff like that. Like, I don't know how to make it the way I want it to. Like, it's coming out, but it's not, I don't know. Like, I just want it to be good and I want it to be successful. I want it to do well and I want to be successful in this career. So I think I'm just like kind of putting a mental block there and stopping myself because I'm scared. And I want to push past that. So I really have been thinking about this for a while, and I want to really kind of make myself accountable. So that's partly why I'm making this video in the first place, is because I'm feeling like if I can kind of hold myself accountable to you guys, then maybe I will actually, you know, do my dream and finish a novel. And whether it goes well or not, at least I will have done it. And I have the experience to say I have written a novel. Whether it's done well or not, I still did it. And I can always write another one, or I can always rewrite this one. And I have to keep reminding myself, like, I feel like when I sit down to write, I want it to be perfect on the first draft, and I get like really caught up in details. When really all I need to do is like get the story out, and I can go back and revise it as many times as I want to make it perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect on the first draft. So that's the first thing that I need to realize. The second thing that I think I need to start doing is actually having a writing schedule. Like right now, I mean, I haven't written in like 2 months. And if I want to be a writer, obviously that's not going to work. So I feel like I need to be writing every single day, whether that's, you know, like one line. I need to at least write one line a day. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like on my work in progress. I just need to be writing something to keep me in the habit of writing. And that's, you know, a piece of advice that I've given before that I haven't followed myself. So why am I not following that myself, you know? So I need to sit down and figure out a time of day that's going to be good for me to do that. It's probably going to be, you know, as soon as my son either goes down for a nap or as soon as he goes to bed for the night. That's probably going to be the time that I can do it. And I'm thinking I'll start off slowly by doing like a half an hour. Set a timer for myself to write for a half an hour every single day and kind of pick it up from there. So that's going to be the first thing that I'm going to do to kind of get myself back on track. The second thing that I'm going to do is I need to map out my story. So far, I have been kind of like a fly by the seat of my pants girl where I've just been sitting down and writing my story out. But I'm finding that now as I'm getting more into the story, that's not really working as well anymore because like my story is about a haunted house basically. And like I'm finding myself having a difficult time getting from point A to point B and having like these different events that I want to occur, but I'm having a hard time linking them. And I'm kind of sitting there being like, well, what happens next? Like what kind of filler do I use to connect these 2 points, if that makes sense? So I'm thinking that if I actually sit down and like figure out, you know, a map of what I want to happen in my story, then hopefully it'll be easier to connect those points rather than just like sitting there going like, okay, now what do I write? So that's the second thing that I'm going to do is sit down and actually map out my story. Thirdly is that I'm going to give myself a deadline. So as of right now, this is the beginning of July. I'm going to give myself 1 year to complete this book 100% done, edited, finished, so that I can either try to find a literary agent or I can start self-publishing. So 1 year, hold me accountable to that because it's something that I really, really, really want. I have to do this for myself. I've wanted this for my whole life and I have to stop being afraid that it's not going to go the way I want it to, and I have to just make it happen. So I'm never going to be a published author if I don't write. That's the long and short of it. That's, you know, like there's no other, I have to write. Like there's no other way to go about it. There's no other way to be a published author if I don't write. So I need to make myself do it. So those are the 3 things that I'm hoping to do to kind of help myself along. And to add one more thing to doing that is I need to start watching more WriterTube or AuthorTube videos. And I kind of go through spurts of doing that where I'll watch it for a little while and I'll kind of get really inspired and then I'll stop writing and then I'll stop watching those. So I think if I, you know, like if I watch AuthorTube a little bit more religiously, that I will hopefully keep my inspiration because all these other people are doing it, I can do it too. So those are the 4 things that I'm going to be trying to do in the next couple of months here to get my book finished and accomplish my dreams. So I am going to keep you guys posted on this. I'm gonna like continuously make videos and let you know how I'm doing in my writing progress. I haven't really made a lot of AuthorTube videos. I've been sticking more to BookTube, but I think I want to, you know, kind of integrate that a lot more into my channel. So if that's something that you're interested in, if you're an author as well, or if you have any tips for me as to how I can kind of keep myself going, please let me know in the comments down below. I would really, really be grateful for that because right now I feel like I can, you know, I need all the information that I can get. So I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys in my next one.